All right. Well, cooking conspiracy. We don't have anything crazy tonight. It's kind of a freezer dinner. By that, we got a piece of flounder that I've thawed out, uh, some broccoli that I gotta get out of the fridge here in a little bit, and a sweet potato that actually was not in the freezer. It was in the pantry. But it's gonna be healthy, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I mean, this is one of the one that you post on Facebook when you're trying to impress the fitness girlies. So, what's going on, Google account? I'll point my sword at anyone I feel like. All paired with a Coors Light. Gotta rehydrate after soccer practice. What's going on, Haywa? How you doing? Yeah. So we got the sweet potato. It's kind of funky shape. It's probably why it was on sale. Oh, it's a purple one. No shit, I think it's a sweet potato. Maybe it's an Okinawan sweet potato. Whatever. We're still gonna cook it like a potato. And I'm sure it will be just fine. Get all that off to the side there, and we can brush off the table. That's true. You know, I got basil plants growing nicely outside, though. I mean, I've used basil quite often recently. I mean, basil makes a great cocktail to use, or use in cocktails. So I'll just cut that little piece out. Watch this magic. Call me a surgeon. Boom. Oh, see? So these are going to be purplish in color. We're going to throw in some butter and brown sugar at the end, and guess what? They're going to be good. No, I'm in Hawaii, so I think I planted them, I don't know, probably like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. But they're kind of thriving right now. I mean, I've been harvesting basil for probably the last, I don't know, month or so. So I want these to cook reasonably fast. What's going on? Good night, good morning, whatever it is in Toronto, Daenerys. How you doing? But I've been harvesting basil for probably about a month now. Then my tomato plants are doing all right. Haven't harvested anything yet from them. Have harvested a few cucumbers though. Maybe if you get lucky, I'll eat a cucumber on here. You know, I know some of you into that type of thing. Weirdos. This feels a little bit harder than a normal potato, so we're going to cook it in some hot water. Room temperature water. We're going to start that cooking. We are going to let it come to a boil, and we're going to salt it. Cucumbers are delicious. Very refreshing. You know what? We're gonna remove some of that water. I don't want it to boil over. Oh yeah, that's trash. Whatever that is trash. Yes, I don't want a spillage event. If you know, you know. Alright. I removed some water there. We're going to add some salt. And when these guys start floating up, they'll be about done. We'll mash them a little bit. Add butter and sugar at that time. And then it should be pretty flavorful. Nice smooth texture as well. Now a whole lot of nothing's going to happen for a while. Well, I guess we can prep stuff. Oh my god, fresh basil makes a huge difference in pasta. We're gonna just do some magic washing over here. Some scraps out of the way here. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you're gonna do a deep clean later. What's up, Chevy? We're doing some fish. Haven't seasoned it yet, but I have thawed it out. Just a little piece of flounder, white, any type of white fish. Flounder's pretty good. We'll set that aside to deal with later. We're going to do some mushrooms and broccoli. Yeah, well, they're going to go in a fry pan, Google, so they'll be just fine. I'll sweat them a little bit, and then I'll add butter to them, and then I'll add some salt to them. And, yeah, I don't know. Give them a little bit of love there. Use half the ground broccoli, I think. We're just going to pretend that I did haywa. Normally I would, but I'm tired. It's late. the heat down so it doesn't boil over. We're going to want to keep this at a light boil here. You think this is AI generated, corn husker? Sorry, come over, Chris. Hey, what's going on, Michelle? Yeah, magic. They're washed. There we go. Just like that. Package says pre-roll wash. I'm not going to trust them. I'm just going to trust and not verify. Yeah. I'd rather them be dry than wet. So, fish, mushrooms, broccoli, and I guess some yams, sweet potato, I don't know. Yeah, AI ain't gonna ever copy me, honey. Sorry. Okay, yep. I guess, we'll turn it up a little bit, or I'll just talk louder, I guess. Is that better, Daenerys? Everything seems to be normal here. I'm assuming that fixed the problem, Danny. Only if you have ice cream Google account. I do screen for ice cream. So you're going to get your fish nice and dry, and doesn't matter what type of fish you're going to use. Flounder's good. I mean, this one's not going to be one of them oily fish or whatever. That's just a nice, firm, white fish. Here. Okay, I will talk louder. I can do that. Nice and dry. Oh, when that works, it does its thing. I'm just going to give it a nice little Italian blend of seasoning on the fish. Yeah, I own a couple, Josh, but not very many. Over the years, they tend to break, and don't have to wash them, but... Let's see here, what do we got here? Thyme, oregano, pepper, garlic, a little bit of chili for cut. Ooh, chili, parsley, and salt. There we go. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the volume tonight. I'm sorry, folks. I'll try to figure it out. Or I'll just shout into the camera. I can do that too. Maybe a little bit of salt. Black pepper. Oregano. Thyme. Parsley. Garlic. A little bit of chili or paprika. Welcome back, Greek. It's all seasoned up nice, and you could do an egg bath and flour and all that, and I still might. We'll see. Salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, oregano, thyme. Okay, well, you know, I don't really care about the freak out. It's just the spamming, you know. I mean, this ain't a platform for, you know, anyone to start a race war, you know? Okay, they still got a ways to go. We're getting close on this. We'll add a little bit of flour. Okay, I'm starting to spam. Yeah, well, hate to break it, this ain't the Balkans, you know? A little bit of flour. Flip it over. There we go. I don't know. She probably has a life, you know? There are pros and cons to real, you know, real silverware is a must. Real plates, optional, you know. I'm gonna go find my potato masher. I'm gonna need it here in a little bit. Panko flour, yeah. Panko would have worked too. Cornstarch. I mean, honestly, usually when I fry fish, I do flour, egg bath, panko, or flour, egg bath, flour again. What's going on, Real Deal? Welcome back. Okay, they're starting to float. Let's do a durability test. And another minute or two and we'll be done. Well, Keisha, this probably ain't the place for you. Hey, welcome back, Mr. Musk. Well, we appreciate that you're here, and we do cocktails sometime that are vegan. You know, you could be very funny. We don't know. I've heard vegan farts smell really bad. Is that true? Just for science. Yeah, Greek food's good. I'm not shitting on Greek food. The Mediterranean diet is excellent. I enjoy it. Wow, that's nice, but that, I don't think anybody's farts smell good, Elon. One time, the Asian Greek, I'm gonna wear a Greek shirt just for you, and you're gonna go over the moon. But I wore it playing soccer today, so it's dirty. Okay, well, that confirms it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thoughts on Michelle? What's the last name there? I don't know who that is, Nolan, to be honest. But I think these are about ready to be mashed. So I'm going to go, well, let's do a check. It's floating. Another minute. Who's on first? What's on second or whatever. Yeah. Overrated comedy bit. Hola Carla, come stai? Sono Mian. E tu? Tu sei muy bonita. Yeah, if I don't know who they are, their death is just the same as any one of, thousands of people who die every day. Relax, Gary. I'm not from Hollywood. You can get in the car. Name that movie, Greek. Come on. You think I'd be drinking a seltzer, real deal? Yeah, forse sì, forse no. E va bene. Who's judging? It's got a net hydrating effect and it's after soccer practice. Team America, World Police. Dur, 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 dur. I mean, as somebody who prides himself on their racism, at least National Greek, you should know that one. Oh wait, the Greeks weren't relative enough to make the cut in the movie. Sorry. Time to drain these. I'll be right back. Okay. So that's what we got. Oh, thanks, Greek. Turn that off. Give it a little taste test. So you know what you're dealing with. It's got good flavor already, so we don't need a whole lot, but we definitely need it to be a little bit creamier. So go ahead, throw some butter in there. Close your eyes if you're worried about calories. Okay, he's quoting a movie. He's quoting a movie. Yeah, that's the buttermilk. And there. And we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar to that mix. Not a big ass piece. Shit, we're making a mess. Good thing I know how to use a spoon in a recovery operation. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'll be fine. And then we're just gonna mash all that together. We're gonna make sure we don't have any sugar or any water on there. Anything that's gonna get my burner sticky might burn. I am making Okinawa yams right now, or purple sweet potatoes. No gruel here. So I don't care where the sweet potato is. Who, the Greek guy? He's starting to spam. Mostly because my hands are full. But I did quote one of my favorite movies, so that was kind of cool. Yeah. So we got this purple sweet potato action going on here. So probably could have used 2 yams, whatever. I'm gonna put the cover on that. We're gonna back burner this. By that I mean just set it out of the way. Purple. I have not. I have not. I thought you were going to say Kung Pao Panda, and then it took a twist that I was not expecting there, buddy. Ah, fuck. Sometimes these pots and pans are like nesting dolls, you know? Well, Pete, I think Wiener Schnitzel and pork tonkatsu and cotoletta and fried pork cutlets down in the south are all the same dish. You're going to have to elaborate on that gobbledygook, Charlotte. You lost me. Scary Movie 1 through 3 were excellent. Well, nice to see you. Joined us, Michael. I thought I would have been a little late for you. Yeah, well, was tonkatsu inspired by schnitzel, or was it inspired by cotoletta milanese? You know, who the hell had the original pork cutlet? You know, that's been around for a while. I think pretty much everybody has a claim on that one. Yeah, I mean that's also right next to Austria. Well, right next to Milan. I don't know. Were they making pork tonkatsu or schnitzel first? You know. Yeah, I've tried to do that. You know, and you just gotta shake the shit out of it in a jar, or or just stir the shit out of it, one or the other, maybe a little liquid or whatever. But yeah, it's very very frustrating when sauces break. No, well, we're glad to have you with us, Michael. Yeah, I thought they were still the whole closed society thing, Greek. Mushrooms and butter will be fine. Yeah, whoops, was gonna sweat them a little bit, but the salt in there, a bit of chili, and a little bit of garlic here, you know? And they need a little bit more butter in there. What's going on, Patrick, my dude? How you doing? I feel like creme brulee has a very potent memory in your life, Greek. Oh yeah, I got the ticket. I haven't booked any lodging yet. Well, I got everything taken care of for the second week. I just don't have any hotels or know where I'm going to go for the first week. But I got a plane ticket. Are you cooker? Yeah, well, I'm cooking. Maybe a little bit of tang. Because who doesn't love a little bit of tang inside? It is a all-clad stainless steel, I think 3-ply or whatever, 10-inch fry pan, or whatever they call it. Nope, American from the Midwest. Thanks, Whiteout. Good to see you again. tell if you're being serious or not, Google. Once upon a time, I was an athlete. She's actually very petite. Yeah, truth be told, my dude, I don't know how different they are, but I will vouch that every penny I spent on all-clad products is worth it. I mean, they don't pay me shit, but at least on their stainless steel pans, I can't vouch for everything. It's made about 20 minutes south of Pittsburgh. Great company. I think some of their cheaper non-stick stuff is made offshore, but maybe I'm not confident on that answer. But if you stick with their stainless stuff, great company, great product. Family owned, all that bullshit. They have a really good sale and before Christmas and in the summer. You get more fun answers to those type of questions on Friday night, Pete. All Cloud would work for you, Google account. Maybe not everything, but definitely a lot of their stuff. I think their utensils, they kind of go cheap on some of that shit, but their core product line, if you're also looking for an American brand, you know, I don't get paid shit by anybody, but I do like Cutco knives. They're really nice. And, you know, the old American cast iron works great. Lodge is alright. Definitely better options out there, but you know, it's all the same at the end of the day. Well, you know why Santa's sack is so big, least national Greek, don't you? Mushrooms, broccoli, fish, and some Wagner's good, and smoking out yams. Santa's sack is so big because he only comes once a year. I don't think so, real deal. They've been a solid knife. I mean, I use this for everything for the last, I don't know, 8 years. Great knife. Flounder. I mean, it was just frozen flounder from the frozen food section or whatever. But I found it to be decent, thaws out nicely. Well, he's always smiling because he knows where all the naughty girls live. No, I'm from Michigan. Illinois sucks. I got Chicago. Chirac. I got a couple Japanese knives that were given to me as a gift. They're nice, they're fun, they look pretty, they're sharp. Yeah, of course I did YouTuber. I'm good for 10. But no, I remember seeing your name here. Yeah, work is work, you know. But I prefer not talk about work because this is kind of my escape. Not yet, Pat. Not yet, Pete. Still active. Good. Dog's gonna do a great job cleaning off this plate. It's most unfortunate. Just go ahead, throw the broccoli, same pan, bring it up to temperature here. And we're gonna put a cover on this, and we'll keep the mushrooms warm-ish. Yeah, I prefer looking at racks versus sacks. I might do a little bit of Daenerys. I'm not going to be cooking. So probably more likely kind of YouTube shorts. Oh, this is my dinner that I had today. But we'll see. Because when I'm on vacation, I go to the real pub versus my kitchen pub. Yes, I know who you are, YouTuber. Alright, broccoli's going good there. Let's give it a little bit of salt. And we're going to hit it with the Parmesan after it comes out of there. This is a situation because I need my lid for this. A little bit of Coors Light in there. We'll let that steam for 2 minutes. What do you want to do with your dinger short as your business? That's true. I mean, honestly, sometimes I just sit at home and pet my wieners. Work, BK. Work. Got a good offer at the BK Lounge. What do you think, Penny? Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. That one's named Penny. Kiko's sleeping on the couch. He's a little bit more patient. Well, if the price is right, I'm open to negotiation. I have not before, but if the job requires it, I am willing to try. That's from a movie. I forget which one. I think it was a Jim Carrey movie. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Around there. Okay, got my good lid back in place. I'll get set down on a hot pad. Intermission, let that warm up. Yeah, well, I do. One of the few 12-year-olds that I haven't blocked. What's going on, Sam? Fish, yams, mushrooms, broccoli. Yes, we'll see what happens. Yes, I remember you, YouTuber. You're about ready to get timed out for repeating yourself, though. I brought it to work and gave it to the boys. Oh, yeah, that's warmed up nice. Now, I don't want the butter to burn right away, so I'm going to put a shit ton in there, you know? Yeah. Definitely don't want it to burn, but probably the pan was a little bit hot before the butter went in, but now that you got her in there, it's going to be okay. Sometimes there's a little bit of resistance at first, but then it loosens up. Yeah, I mean, there could be. Right, YouTuber, remember you and you're annoying. Be careful. Take your fish. Should sizzle up right away. You do have to be careful when you're frying at higher temperatures with butter. I'm going to turn the pan down a little bit because sometimes it's gone. I took the hot dog chili into work, gave it to the team. It didn't really turn out to be chili, but more of like a barbecued pulled pork chili had a baby. Yeah, it's not that late for me. Nah, shit, Sam, you just gotta make music with what you got. What ingredients do you got with you right now, Sam? About 9 o'clock, I think. Notice some of the butter is burning here. I'm going to put a little bit of neutral oil in there. I won't adjust the flavor much, but it will reduce the smoke point. Yeah, you gotta be what? East Coast through that boy, or Central Time maybe? I'm in Hawaii. Dude, you got so many options, Sam, with that, Cut the chicken up or fry the chicken, put the feta, cut the spinach up. The feta, spinach, and olive oil and a tomato, mix all that together. Cook the chicken cutlets and put all that shit on top, and you got a meal. I thought you were gonna say you had a moldy hamburger bun and frozen corn in the freezer. Oh yeah, and put a little bit of butter or oil and garlic powder on a piece of bread, put it in the oven for 10 minutes, and serve with that whole mess on top of it, or as a sandwich. That would be excellent. I mean, I don't have any ingredients. Oh yeah, I just have. Not that I'm a big fan of feta, but a lot of people like that shit. Okay. See how it's kind of sticking? It's not ready to flip. We have another 30 seconds. Then we'll flip her over by force if we have to. Yeah, I think feta kind of sucks personally, but I recognize people like it. I'd rather have blue cheese. And I'm just murdering a piece of frozen flounder here. We'll see how it turns out. But I got some broccoli, got some yams, got some mushrooms, and the fish. Oh, baby! So, 54. Well, I'll cheers to that, rude that boy. Dude, Sam, you got enough ingredients that you'd pay $22 for a salmon at some yuppie gourmet place with what you got there. You got options. Yeah, I'm trying to watch my favorite Google account, you know? You're telling me buffalo chicken dip doesn't go with chicken? It absolutely do. Just a piece of frozen flounder from the freezer. Just get a little bit of lemon to go with it. I think that looks done to me. It's one strategy. But I'm not going to do that strategy. Oh no! Oh yeah. That'll be the money piece right there. Go ahead and set that down on a hot pad. Give this like a minute. Still warm. Shut this off to the side. Yeah, Sam, I hate to be this guy, but with all them ingredients, like, next thing you're gonna tell me is you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I got ribeye steak, but I don't know what to do with it. Unless you're the Forrest Gump of cooking, you can make something pretty damn good with what you got. It's a quick little bump, as they call it. who are we talking about? The real deal? Dude, cooking chicken is kind of like, Forrest Gump's friend, Bubba Gump. Well, no, Bubba or whatever it was. Uh, forget his last name. You can cook chicken kind of like that guy can talk about shrimp recipes. But, okay, we got the mushrooms, butter seasoning, steamed broccoli, piece of flounder, fried in butter, seasoned, coated in flour. And then we got, I don't know, Okinawa sweet potato, yams, whatever you want to call them. But we got all the colors of the rainbow. The fish is where the money's at. I'm going to give a little bit of lemon juice on top. No sauce tonight. It's not going to need it. Not going to pretend it's healthy because there's a lot of butter and a good amount of brown sugar in the yams or whatever, but we all got to lean into our tisms, King G, but this meal will drop the panties off your woman, so I'm okay with it. Yeah. I put it in a different spot in the fridge, so we'll see what happens. No, apparently part of your tism is not being able to take a joke. Sometimes I miss the first half of the conversation, but yeah. So toss it, real deal. No, thank you, Rude Dat Boy. That's fair enough. We're talking like Oedipus. Do we need to get Greek guy back in here to translate? Yeah. Valuable lesson learned. Don't put anything that you care about that you don't want to freeze where I put the sour cream. And you definitely don't want your sour cream in the wrong place. Well, obviously I put my cream in the wrong place and it soured. Well, it did, but it froze and it's not going to thaw well. But I do appreciate that compliment, Rude Dat Boy Blue. And it sounds like you got some culture, so I really do appreciate that. Yeah, back of the refrigerator, bad place to be. Quiet. I don't think it matters. It will last longer in the fridge, but it gets kind of clingy. Depends how fast you're going through it. I mean, generally, if it's not in the refrigerated section in the supermarket, I'm going to use it within a few days. Oh, thanks, Drew. I appreciate that. But yeah, generally, I keep my lettuce in the refrigerator. Tomatoes are on the counter. Citrus at room temperature. Potatoes in the pantry. I don't know. I mean, once you pick the lettuce, you wash it. If you're not using it within an hour, you put it in the fridge. Same with spinach and any dark leafy green. Yeah, my cabbage seems to go bad pretty quick in the fridge, though. Yes, well, she's learning. I've indulged her too much. She waits patiently in jail. She gets a bite. And she knows that. Yeah, romaine is definitely a good balance. Iceberg lettuce, I got PTSD from my childhood because, God bless my mom, but she would make a salad. Hey, I made a salad. And it would just be straight iceberg lettuce, and that's it. Oh, thank you, Rude Dat Boy. I'm just trying to make good dinners. It's a life skill, and, there's no situation in life where making a good meal makes it worse. And a good meal makes any situation in life, no matter what, better. Yeah, this purple yam or whatever, it's the same, tastes the same as the sweet potato. I appreciate it, real deal. I do appreciate the support. I appreciate it. I aim to get like a 7.5 to an 8 on the meals I cook. I'm not trying to compete for that perfect 10. If I get a 7.5 on a quick weekday meal, I'm pretty happy. I ain't competing against the Gordon Ramsays of the world, and I'm competing against homemaker Sarah next door. Fictional name, but or hey, I just got reconstructive breast augmentations, and I'm cooking in a $400,000 kitchen. My recipes suck ass, but I got a nice rack, so you all watch my views anyways. It's game time. Sacks versus racks. Yeah, they usually got some good cookie, but that's about it. The good looking ones have been told, their food's so good, and they don't really try that hard. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Yeah. Yeah, man. And kind of my point is that anybody can cook. I mean, you don't need $400,000 kitchen. You don't need to go to culinary school. You don't need to do all that bullshit. You just need to start practicing. Each day, just try to just do a little bit better at something. Don't be chained to recipes. Don't be afraid to fail. It's not the 1960s anymore. You're not going to get your face beat by messing up the meatloaf. Appreciate that, Blue. Ain't quiet. I'm just pre-rinse to the pre-rinse. Oops. One of those guys take care of it. Exactly, and thank you, Daenerys, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Kiko's got good timing on that, you know. You don't, he sleeps with one eye open. It kind of started as just kind of like a video diary journal, whatever you'll call it. Because, you know, I'd make something and I'd say, oh, this is good, you know, and I would forget how to do it, or I would look up like a recipe on the internet, and then I could try to go and make the thing again, and I could never find the recipe. So then I just started, you know, recording it for me and my brothers or whatever, friends. Um, did that for a few years, and I guess kind of started live streaming this fall or so. I just came back from the casino one night after, you know, having a few, and just started making like bacon and eggs or something simple ridiculously because somebody said, "Oh, you didn't make your video today," and I was like, "Well, fuck it, we're doing it live." So I made like a breakfast at like 2 a.m. or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, I got 3 subscribers. This is awesome." No shit. Well, it depends. If it's what side of the family it is on my mom's side, yes, you definitely can beat that granny's cooking. Dad's side's solid. But, you know, are we talking Italian grandmothers or, you know, like, you know, waspish grandmothers that have been in the U.S. for like 4 generations because they don't know how to cook worth shit? Oh, thank you, real deal. Oh, I appreciate it. They enjoy it too. Yeah, well, they don't move out of mama's house until they're about 35, but they got a lot of good things going for them. I wouldn't either if my mama could cook like Italian moms do. Uh, that being said, I think I'm going to wrap it up, hang out with the dogs for a little bit, call it a night. Oh shit. Yeah, Wolfgang, you do know some things, real deal. But yeah, Wolfgang's cool. But Sam, Rude That Boy Blue, real deal. That were in here earlier. You know, it's good to have you join. Hope to see you again. I gotta get into bed. I gotta be at work and fairly early tomorrow. Yeah, the Rax versus Axe debate. We'll see. Maybe I'll put a poll up here one night, you know, just to do some demographic research here. But Team Sack signing out. Google account, ciao. I also do like a nice rack, King G. That's always the rack versus the ass debate, you know, so just had to put a little twist on it. Sacks versus racks. See you, man.